Hey everyone, Ravinous here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV and our playthrough of 2.0 through 3.2. In the last episode, we reported in what we did at the haunted house, and before we started our next adventure with the Scions, we decided that it was time to save Master Hammett and the Pugilist Guild, and which we did so. Now we have a new technique and a new quest in our class, which we talked to Gagaruna here? Let's see. Brother from another mother. Tell me, do you know of Professor Eric? He's a scholar of Eorzean military whose genius is second to none, and he is among our most valued clients. Some find him to be verbose, tedious, haughty, but never mind all that. The man spends more gil on a moon's research than most people see in a lifetime. Hence our amicable relations. His latest work has him visiting sites of ancient battlefields. He insists on surveying the land plagued by savage beasts. According to him, the beasts keep man away, and less intrusion by man means greater preservation. Whatever his reasons, the professor met an untimely fate, or should the professor meet an untimely fate, we will be unable to collect gil he has borrowed, much less the interest. Oh, and it would be a terrible loss for the academic community and so on and so forth. Yes. The point is, the man needs to be guarded. To that end, I sent a monk of Alamigo to see to his safety. But it turns out the Bloody Oaf has no work ethic about him, just like an Alamigan. The professor cannot focus on his work if he feels in danger, and so has demanded we assign him a new bodyguard. That is why I'm glad to see you, Ravinous. The professor is awaiting his new escort as we speak, and I'd like for it to be you. You are yet a mere pugilist, but perhaps this task would provide some insight into what it is the monkhood does around here. Make for the Goldsmiths Guild, and there seek out Professor Eric. The professor claims he will pay his debt and the fees for his protection once his research is complete. See to it that our investment doesn't end up under the paw or in the maw of some nasty beast. So yeah, since I qualified for it, seeing as I am level 15 Lancer and 30 Pugilist. It continues from Pugilist. But when the expansion hits, you don't need evenly Lancer stuff. I've mentioned this multiple times about the whole Lancer thing, and a couple episodes ago I mentioned how they officially announced in the Stormblood expansion the level 15 requirement no longer required. So, to reiterate, because it is not yet changed, I wanted to make sure you guys were aware of this. And I did that off screen. So, this playthrough is more akin to how the flow will be in the expansion, minus whatever changes occur. So, we're in the Goldsmith Guild, and there is Eric. My punch-prone maidservant, I presume. You may and shall call me Eric. You are to guard my life, even at the cost of your own, and aid in my revolutionary research whenever and however asked. Know that my primary endeavor is to reconstruct the military histories of old through the ethereal analysis of ancient battlefields. I assume words conjure in your simple mind romantic images of vast plains and open valleys with armies charging blindly at one another. False. I seek to know where the armies of old were deployed, where they made camp and march. No doubt you think such lands to be those sung in the songs of bards. False. They are here, beneath our very feet, and to find them and determine precisely how events unfolded upon them is my purpose. No doubt you jumped at the chance to aid in my work. Tell me, which of my theses have you read? All of the... None? Gods, I knew your adventurers had a reputation for being unlettered. I didn't know you actually made efforts to remain so. It matters not. I require only that you work with diligence, unlike that Wittegard gulped buffoon. The man provided to be sloth itself. Alas, he is a monk of Alamigo. I suppose the fool was too busy opening his chakra or whatever, whatever it is those barbarians do all day. I admit he seems keenly interested in my research, but now he's gone off to 12 knows where and has yet to return. Do you understand the sheer magnitude of this inconvenience? Good, good. Show that much promise. You show that much promise, at least. But let us speak more of my work. Our first destination is the Silde excavation site in central Danland. I believe events of great import to the history of Silde transpired there. Surely you have ears. Surely, if you have the ears to have heard of Silde, or are you deaf as well as dull? Very well. I see you require some instruction. It would be remiss to me as an academic to allow you to wallow in such ignorance. Sildig was plunged into chaos in the wake of King Lalawefu's demise, or the King of Springs as he was known. Despite the success of economic reforms, fomented unrest among the people, resulting in violent outbreaks throughout the kingdom. Silda was sultan at a time, distant descendant, attack was ordered, and so, ironies of ironies, hadn't been for that horse, Fascinating, is it not? It is enough to convince one that things could not have happened any other way, no? False! One of my colleagues disagreed with the interpretation of events. He claimed that to have evidence suggesting otherwise, but all trace of it has disappeared before it was published. My own research shall unearth any evidence should it truly exist. I shall know the truth. Granted, you are not the brightest coal in the brazier, but surely such prospects entice even you. And so we make for the excavation site in central Denland. Travel the way before me to see that it is safe, and once there, set up this aetherometer. And should you ever care to know more about the Eorzean military history, do come and see me. It is a personal crusade of mine to guide the dullards of this realm towards some medocrium of enlightenment. Oh, they said he was verbose. Alright, so we need to go to central Denland. Central Danland. Alright. If I remember right... Okay. Way back when, like, prior to level 10, I think, there were some ruins we found and were ambushed and attacked by a golem. I believe that was the first time we saw La Hebrea. We are headed back there. So, those are the ruins he was talking about. So, slip around the corner. There they are. Jump down chasm. In fact, it is right where that golem had appeared. Alright. Yep, can't go back there. It's a shame, though. Kind of do want to go back there, but can't get over this invisible wall. Alright. Let's place the aetherometer. Alright. Alright, placed. Well done! Now we only need to wait for the aetherometer to gauge the... Hold on. There are fiends about Ravinous. They are often drawn to lingering sense of blood and death. Well, this is what you're here for. Have at it. Alright. Punch some demons. Demolish, which we learned in the last quest. That was a lot more than I thought. Yes, yes, that's it. Data is flowing now. Alright, move on to you. And now you. And finally you. Make sure there's nothing else attacking Eric. Alright. Ravisu. Ravisu? Ravisu. Ah, here comes a true foe. Yeah, I'm actually going to use my buffs on this guy. Featherfoot saved me, even though he's casting magic and I don't dodge magic, I think. Oh no, I'm bound. I can't move. It's a good thing I'm staying here anyway. Uh-oh, Spriggans. Ah. Uh-oh. Okay. Use that self-heal I got. Alright. Back to me and you. Throw my dots on him. So I have two now because that new move is a damage over time ability. Alright. Bring it. Hi. Wittagalt. So so good of you to drag yourself all this way, you pure blind sluggard. Ah, and Ravina, you have far exceeded what admittedly low expectations I had of you. I suppose introductions are in order. Far be it for me to deny the realms unread the comfort of one another's company. Wittagalt, Ravina, Wittagalt. The book I spoke of sent to me by Kagaruda. I tried to make a pupil of Wittagalt as well, but he has little mind for history. His primitive beliefs in the witchcraft of chakra and spiritual energies have a tenacious hold on him. Oh, truly? This is the area where there have been sightings of Walking Dead. Blah. I've heard the tales. Some claim they have seen an apparition wearing the garb of an ancient commander. Careful, there are still dangers about. His work is dear to him. That is good. He thirsts for knowledge, for truth. Discovery awaits him. You too have awoken, friend. Can you not feel it? Do not be frightened. Here was a battle, long ago. Much energy remains. It has found you. It flows through you. Your chakra has been opened. This was the light that shone from you. It is as Eric said. My name is Wittagalt. Wittagalt is my name. I am a brother of the monkhood. My order is the Fist of Rauner. Our way is to train the body and mind. Our fists are weapons. With it, we put down our enemies. The energy within us moves the fist. The chakra is the seat of that energy. It is a sacred place. It can be opened and the life force within controlled. Chakra exists in all that lives, in all beings. Yet not all beings can open them. Much training is needed, and great discipline. With these, the life force can be commanded. There are those who require no training. Their inner strength is such that it forces the chakra open. I have heard of this happening, but I've never seen it until now. I see in you great conviction. You are meant to walk the monk's path. And so I will give you this, a soul crystal, the mark of my order. None but a monk may hold it, and only then with the order's leave. But your chakra is awakened, that is clear, and so you are worthy. Many bore that crystal before you, and remembers them, their breath and their movement. They will one day be yours, but your chakra must open further. Only then can the crystal's memories enter you. This is no more than the beginning. You must now train. Learn to control the life force within you. With time, you will master it. We stand on an ancient battleground. A great war was waged here. The spirit of the fight lingers. The aether reaches for the chakra, that it aids in their opening. That is why we monks seek such lands. Eric seeks these lands for reasons of his own. The fates favor you in this. Follow him, your chakra will grow evermore. Professor Eric is leaving. Fear not, I will see to his safety. Please, sister, the aetherometer. Gather it and bring it to the Goldsmith Guild. My reading of that was getting a little shaky there. But the more I do it, the better I'll get. Practice. Try by fire. Alright, so I need to grab the aetherometer. Grab you. Now since it's free, let's teleport back into the city. And then from here, we're already at the Aetherite, so we can go to the Goldsmith Guild. Poof, we're here. And so now whenever we get a quest, we're going to essentially head here so we can report it to Eric every time. Well, look at who has decided to grace us with her presence. Did you enjoy the saunter back? I was just about to begin my analysis, so if you have matters you wish to speak on, I'd ask that you save it for... Here's your meter. You brought the aetherometer? Excellent. I had a feeling you might not be entirely useless. Now, let's see what discoveries await. Woldegal passed along a soul crystal to you. Moved to join the monkhood by the bone-headed Claude, were you? Well, I suppose it's for the best that my pupils get along. But I do believe I will see to it that you are sent to separate locations for the next round of measurements. And I dare say the land to which I intend to send you is fraught with dangers. You had best tread the monk's path carefully if you mean to defend yourself. And me besides. Alright, so come back here at level 35. And I get Rockbreaker as well as a Soul Crystal. Monk unlocked. Meaning I am no longer a pugilist once I equip the stone. Guided by the souls of Monk's Path, you have opened the chakra within you. Alright, and it will give you a little pop-up. I have turned that pop-up off. But I can say, equip the soul crystal. I will update my gear set to Monk. I do need to rearrange all my abilities. Damn. Alright, so... let's see, I need to switch all of this around. That was here. This is here. This is here. This would be here, I think. Yes. Yep. You are there. You are there. Twin snakes. Is that? That's flank. That's rear. Right? No. This way. Here. Yeah, you are here. Right. I'm missing one. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Now, where's my snap punch? Snap punch is right there. Good. Okay. We're all set back up. Throw the fist back on. Alright, make sure everything is right. Flank, flank. Rear, rear, rear. Good, good. Got that. Got that. Got that. Okay. Now, we have a little bit of time before we end the episode. So there's something I want to do now. Again, it's a level 30 unlock that I want to do before we end the episode. And then, so that way next episode we can just focus right on the main story again. Because I know there'll be like 2 episodes between, like, we had main story, episode, back to main story. Because we have unlocked stuff to do. It's not just one story happens. The world keeps chugging along with or without you. And in a way, this is kind of how that is. That's what I like to believe. But anyway, I'm going to get a little head start on this, because I know what we're going to do. So I need to buy an item. Some Gashel Greens. If you know anything about Final Fantasy, then you know what's going to be involved with when you buy Gashel Greens. This has to do with our Chocobo. Now, I need to go to... Let's go to Camp Drybone. Because I have 2 teleport locations that are kind of close to where I'm going. Where I'm going has a teleport point itself, but I haven't attuned there yet. In fact, if you remember, when we were in the Twelveswood, we were heading south, and when we were in Downland, we were heading east. Turns out that there is a point where those 2 meet. For those of you who don't know the map. So, essentially, what you would, this is how you would walk from one city to the other. And so I'm headed to the midpoint now. So, let's head this way. Because I don't think it's a long quest. But, this is going to help us out immensely. In fact, normally when the normal flow of stuff would have you heading to this area at level 30, but because of all the bonus experience that you get these days to help people speed up to more relevant content, and all the rested experience I've gotten because I don't play this character every day, because I have other videos to make for you guys, that, you know, again, I'm well ahead of the curve. Though I think not by much. I think we're like 2 levels ahead of the curve right now. But also, I'm not doing side quests, and side quests is definitely a way that would bring you to where we're going. Hey, there's a dangerous hunt I should go nowhere near. This is level 50. I am 20 levels shy of that. And it's a group monster. Notorious monster. It's a hunt. So, just head up this road, and it'll take us to South Shroud. Now, the first encampment in this direction is where we're headed. So, bring up the map. I can show you all the north part up by Silent Arbor and Upper Pass is where we were before. But we're heading into this southern area. So technically I could have teleported up to like Quarry Mill and then ran down here. But not only do I think it's about the same distance, but it shows you a different way of getting here. Oh, I wanted to... There we go. Use that button to look around. Anyway, we're here now. Talk to the Chocobo Keep. Thank you. I imagine from you I could rent one to get to either city. Let's check in here. Alright. And it's not the Levmeet we're going to, even though he's applause. Since he's Levmeet, he'll just leave quests in this area. No, we're headed to this person here. Dosette. My feisty little Chocobo. The unmistakable smell of Chocobo clings to you, adventurer. Would I be correct in assuming that you have your own trusty steed? I thought so. Now tell me, is your bird battle trained? If not, you might consider seeking the advice of Lokalot over at Bent Branch Meadows. The Ishgardian native is something of a prodigy a prodigy in all matters concerning our fine feather friends. He should be able to help you attain greater affinity with your bird. Alright. Now we're headed to Bent Branch Meadows, which is just north, but we can also just teleport there. Because we've already attuned there. We have attuned here. Well, we did attune here, right? Pretty sure we did. Double check. Yes, we did. Alright. Shows you how addled my brain can be at times. Like, I just did that, but I couldn't. But I'm like, did I do that? I think I did that. Pretty sure I did that. Don't know 100%. So, alright. Back in Central Shroud. And over here. To the stables. And there you are. Greetings, adventurer. Is there something you need? You wish to have your Chocobo trained in combat? This is no small request you make. Riding your bird is one thing. Asking it to take herds in your name is quite another. I will help train your Chocobo, but on the promise that you will never unduly expose it to danger. Do I have your word? Very well. To begin, we will need a bunch of Gashel greens. You have my leave to pick one from the fields. Pick one from the fields yonder. Return here once you have it. All right. Gashel greens. Gashel greens. Gashel greens. All right. Now let us return. Alright. Have you acquired the greens? Yes, I have. Superb. Then we shall get straight to it. Doubtless you already know this, but Chocobos are highly fond of Gashel greens. They love the leafy vegetables so much, in fact, that they will completely forget their fears in face of danger. Thus, by feeding your bird the greens, you can prevail upon it to fight beside you, and then, once called, it will be up to you to direct its actions as you see fit. You will find that your Chocobo innately responds to a number of general commands. Give your bird an order and it will act accordingly and to the best of its abilities. This simple yet effective methodology was developed by the Fortans family in one of the foremost houses in Ishgard. And that concludes your lesson. Of course, it is not enough to merely hear about practice. One must venture forth and attempt it oneself. Summon your Chocobo with a bunch of Gashel greens and together make your way to Sorrelhaven. The brood of Ziz that prowl the area ought to be a suitable challenge for you and your companion. Put down 3 of them and return here. And lastly, by way of advice, I would recommend you keep an ample supply of Gashel greens on your person at all times. A resident vendor will be able to provide you with as much as you can carry, which is why I picked it up earlier. So, now I can go ahead and throw that on my hotbar, use it, and there he is. Hey, Featherfoot. Now, there are various commands I can give him. If I go over to Companion, there we go. Follow, free stance, defend, healer, and attacker. Follow, yep, just follow me. Stop attacking what you're doing. Stop doing what you're doing. But, at the same time, okay, so he's only out for a half hour, but whenever he is not out as a companion, like right now, he is, but the time is paused while... Okay, not over there. The timer is paused while I'm using him as a mount. So if he's unable to act like being mounted, or you're in a dungeon or something, then the timer pauses. So head up here. Later I'll set up a hotkey for myself, but for now I'm not going to waste your guys' time with that. We're going to go over here, and there they are. And I hear him paddle along next to me. I have him on free, so he's just going to attack my target. I almost didn't see that. Now, I'm going to be smart and make sure that this guy doesn't face my Chocobo, because my Chocobo is not trained to avoid AoEs. Bosom buddies! Okay, that's not my target. This is my target. So my Chocobo is also getting experience now as we do this, and he can rank up, and then I can put points into his skill tree and make him better at it, and all that good stuff. So essentially, your Chocobo is a pet any class can have. And if he is defeated in combat, he'll disappear and you can resummon him. But it'll take more greens to do so. Alright. My brief training is done. And so what I can do is essentially have him out just whenever I'm out in the world fighting stuff. Why not? There is nothing to prevent that. No harm in that. I just need to have an ample supply of greens. And that's why I wanted to do this now, is so that way, as we continue on with the story, fights that take place in areas where I can use him, I might as well use him. Especially because I always loved speccing them as healers, because I like to be DPS. They do make good healers. They don't make good tanks. They can't. You can spec, even if you spec it to be tank, they're not very good tanks. They're decent DPS, but if you say to act freely, and it has attacks and heals, it'll heal and attack, so it'll do both. Alright, so you've successfully negotiated your first few battles with your Chocobo. Well done. Tell me, how did it feel? Was it not supremely reassuring fighting with your feathered companion? Your Chocobo can make up for your shortcomings, or build upon your strength. Indeed, there are countless ways the two of you might complement one another. Through some experimentation, you'll come to find the approach that serves you best. Alright, and let's see. Oh, that's right. I need an apartment or an estate to continue farther. I do not have either. But essentially, if you have anywhere you can stable a Chocobo, you can do so. So, what we're going to do is we are going to end this episode here. And the next, I'm going to do the travel over to Minfilia between episodes, so that way in the next episode, we can start back with the main story. So, if you enjoyed this, give it a like. Any thoughts, comments down below. If you haven't subscribed, click on my beautiful face. If you like to support these videos, check out my Patreon. And thank you for watching. Till next time, later.